Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much off to a hot start here, ladies and gentlemen. It's not even what? Well, now it's like an hour into the market, but I've already given out of our first 100% trade to the group for the week there on Apple. We're going to be going over that one here too. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of just what's possible out here in the market, if you guys can fully understand the proper way to operate in the market every single day. But again, guys, this is going to be a very, very, very big week for earnings. We don't really have a whole lot in terms of data coming out. So far, we have Russia and Ukraine may hold talks July 24th to the 25th in Turkey. Yields are down, which is really solid there. Fed, let me see. Yeah, nothing too crazy yet. June leading economic indicators down 0.3%. Consensus was negative 0.2. Again, what the market is really going to be waiting for here, ladies and gentlemen, is earnings season. We have, I think it's what, like 20% of the S&P reporting this week. Let me see here. We had Verizon this morning, but Wednesday is big. Tesla, Google, ServiceNow, IBM, Chipotle, AT&T. You've got Intel this week as well. Next week is going to be really big for earnings there too. And again, when you take a look at how the overall market looks from a larger time frame here, we did see a little bit of a failed breakout with this market on Friday. Now we're kind of coming back up and confirming that move here. So looks like we're in for some more fun, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of fun movements so far that we need to talk about, but team, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, we'll love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, new subscriber, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, we've got that 150 like goal on the stream. Let's see if we can get close to that today. We might be able to, we might not, we'll see. But again, it's going to be off to a this week is already off to a very, very hot start here in the broad market. Neo over here moving up very significantly. Again, I'm now back green on my Neo position, which is nice. Again, this one at the end of the day is always going to come down to their ability to execute towards the end of this year and the beginning of next year. Are they going to be able to meet some of those profitability targets and growth targets that they have outlined to investors over the last few years here that they have just continuously not been able to hit? But let's see here. We have Eddie, two Eddies. We have Jerry, Rogue, Daily, Taylor, C, Rich, Francisco, DC. We've got David. Good morning, ladies. We got B, MRM. First day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, man? How you doing? So, what else we got here? We can go through some of these more popular names first. Then we're going to kind of go through what we were seeing on Apple. Then there's a couple other interesting ones that we should talk about here as well. Palantir, again, just slowly grinding up here, forming a decent setup at the highs. This is not one that I'm going to be going for, obviously, especially as we're getting closer to earnings. Palantir's earnings report is going to be interesting this time around. At some point, the market is going to start holding this one to a higher standard here, really just because of, like, it's so overvalued. But again, the market might be all right with that in the short term because they just understand that it's probably going to continue growing the government contracting side of their business, the commercial side of their business as well, at a pretty significant rate. Will it be enough to justify the valuation? Probably not, but that doesn't mean that it can't continue higher in the short term. SoFi, this is one that we were talking about on Friday, that this is not the time to be buying SoFi. And the daily candle that you saw on Friday forming on this name wasn't the greatest either, so I would not expect a whole lot else to be happening with SoFi before earnings. We'll see what happens when they do report their earnings. What is it, next week? Yeah, I believe that's next Wednesday there. So that'll be an interesting one that we definitely have to pay attention to. But again, guys, there's a time and a place to be buying all the time. Buying after stocks make giant moves to the upside is a negative expected value exercise. You should not be doing that. If you guys were on this channel for a while, again, I gave you the weekly breakout. I think it was 1360 there. But we've been in this one since 655. So SoFi has been another really, really awesome one for us. And then what else? Hims. How's Hims looking over here? I mean, not great. That's not the best chart to be looking at there. If you do end up coming down below through this area here, 4850, you could get a pretty significant move down. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. DraftKings turning green. It was already green a little bit before, but you've got you've got 70 cents left before I'd be potentially interested in this one. But But I also, again, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's in the Less Trades, More Profits private trading and investing community. Some of you guys went shorter dated on this Apple move. We got the break right here, 213.49 on that really, really nice burst to the upside there. I know a lot of you guys were able to make that free, sell your position for more than 100%. Awesome. That's great, guys. Again, everybody gets their first month 50% off. It's literally $1 a day to join. I don't know how many more times you guys want to see me call out the dirtiest trades happening in the market, but I'm just going to keep doing it for everybody. I mean, think about last week. Roblox, 600%. We had the 800-something% Lucid. Like, I mean, it's already been, what, an hour and 5 minutes into the market, and you guys already have a 100%er? So we'll see what happens with this one. I have a little bit longer time to expiration on this one because I do want to cover earnings. Doesn't mean that I'm going to hold through, but if I'm able to hit a couple of targets up in here, make the position free, I'd like to have a risk-free position going into Apple's earnings. That could be fun. What else? NVTS. This is not. It's up 36% today. I don't know why you'd be buying this. It's like, I feel like this is a thing. A lot of you guys that are in the live chat here that have been like around here, you guys are getting a lot better at this. But like a lot of the time when people see this, their immediate reaction is, oh, I should buy it, when the actual reaction should be the exact opposite. Well, all right, not the exact opposite, but it's to stay away and to not care about this. If you weren't in down at these levels or even down at these lower levels in here and now it's, you don't touch it. You don't do anything with this one, you know? Cart looks really interesting here too. Apple, I mean, it's been a little bit wonky today. You got that big burst to the upside, and after they whacked it down a little bit, it hasn't been able to really fully reclaim 215, but that chart's still looking solid. DraftKings is kind of wait, is it 40? Yeah, 44.80 is that spot there. Tomorrow's kind of the last day. I mean, maybe Wednesday that I would consider doing something on DraftKings here. That's kind of it. What about health in tech? Which one? Which one? Like an Oscar? Oscar's insurance, but AMD looking good? Yeah, I believe it is. I think we're getting a nice little setup there. Yeah, I want the moving averages to catch up to this one, like before I would consider doing something. But we almost had this one here. It just gapped too aggressively. Market moving down, working Apple down with it. We'll see what happens to it. If I have to cut it, I have to cut it. Hit. Roblox is still going. We'll take a look at that one in a second. That actually looks interesting. I don't know what happened to it here. I'd have to. Oh, health in tech. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, this is earnings after hours today. If it's after hours today, I'm not going to be looking at it, but. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know when their earnings is. But if earnings is today, you don't go anywhere near those. Tesla? Yeah, so here's the one issue with Tesla. Oh, no, you don't want this now. And this is, all right, this is a really, really, really good lesson for a lot of you guys. A lot of people in the group were asking me about Tesla over the last week. Like, really, as we were starting to see this setup, Tesla reports Wednesday. Earnings are too close to do anything from a trading perspective on this one. Yeah, you saw a nice gap up today after the nice breakout Friday. You could have sold the gap up, but the problem is, here's the problem. You have an inflated option chain. So this move to the upside in a different time period where you don't have earnings coming up would have paid you a lot more. So like the risk adjusted return, like the risk is just higher anyway because the position's not going to move. So yeah, you might have made some money on it, but you were taking a significant amount of risk there going into that one. So this is not one that I would really want to be going near. Maybe after, but again, you guys that have heard me talk about this before, the only thing you really should be focused on when it's earnings season is the post-earnings strategy that I teach in the group. That's it. You literally could just trade that. That could be your only trading strategy, and you would do very well. That's why everybody loves it so much. Like, we had that one, the 3 in a row, Dollar General, 700-something%, Zscaler, 850%, and then Oracle ran up to 1,500%, and then I ended up selling, what do you call it? At 1,200%? Let's see. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do anything with that. It's just, it's not the time for it. There's always a time and a place, guys. Let's see. Apple kind of screwing around a little. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. If I have to cut it, I have to cut it. Cart looking interesting. If Cart can get above 50 here, that could get going. I still like Apple. It's just screwing around a little. You know? Yeah, any other tickers, any other questions that you guys have about the broad market, investing, trading, just let me know. That's why I do these streams, so that you guys can finally have like a resource to come to actually get like real actionable information. The problem with a lot of it is I'm going to say things and you guys are going to be like, oh, I don't like that. Well, the thing is about the market is that there are, contrary to what many people will say, there are right and wrong ways to operate in the market. Little scalping. I wouldn't be doing that, but all right, go for it. Especially with a bloated option chain going into earnings, it's like that's, even if you were scalping, which wouldn't make sense anyway, then going in and trying to do it with a bloated option chain going into earnings is just even worse. So Apple's fading here. I might end up just ditching that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it. I don't like how that's moving. So that one, I just cut it at break even. It's fine with me. Get it out of here. It can do whatever it wants, but if it's going to run up close to that level and then sell off like that, I don't need to be in that. Especially with all the risks that I had already outlined for everybody on that one. It's like, meh. You guys that had the shorter dated ones on it, Amazon looks interesting here. I don't know if it's like not a textbook setup, but. So, no more Apple. That's fine, though. But, yeah, you guys with the shorter dated ones, you guys can just ride your free position if you want to. Again, that less trades, more profits methodology is just... I don't know why more people don't operate the way we do in the market. I mean, you guys have seen it time and time again, just how powerful this stuff is. It's more money for us then. Let's see. What's the dollar doing? Dollar weakening today. That's interesting. 0 or hero on the apples. Yeah, but Rogue, are you covering earnings with that? I don't think... you might have bought weeklies. I don't think it's possible for you to have covered earnings and be up 100% that quick. You know? Because like now in Apple, you're flirting with that 200 again. It's fine. I mean, it could always come back up, but like especially over the last few weeks here, like there's been a lot of drama on these moves that I'm just like, I don't need to be a part of the drama. They're going to rip it up, rip it down, left, right, side. I don't care. I'd rather wait for something like a Roblox that's just going to move very cleanly up to our targets and I'd be up 600%, you know? Especially with the context of the market here, with the market ripping like this and Apple can't hold, especially flirting with about 215, fine, I'll leave it alone. You know? Oh, you bought weekly size for 0. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't like doing that, but it worked out that time for you. Let's see. Where's Neo? Is Neo still pumping? Yeah, dude. Neo is getting rippy up here. I love seeing that. Let's see. Wasn't there news on this one? I thought I saw something on Neo. Maybe not. I thought it was in the... Oh, no. Here it is. Neo Envo to officially launch the L90 SUV on July 31st. I mean, they better make sure that they have their like delivery process locked and loaded, because last fall when they did this, I mean, they had a lot of orders coming through and there were a lot of delays, a lot of nonsense going on. Roblox about to hit 128. Oh, Raul, you still in that one? Yeah, this one was just insane. This trade on Roblox, guys, was just textbook. Like, that's what I want to see. If they're going to screw with this, right around the 200 EMA, good set. I just don't need to be a part of it. Those were up a decent amount at one point, but I'm fine with cutting them at break even. Because then you guys are going to see this too. Once you guys hop into the group and you see more of these trades fire over and over and over and over again, when they do hit, which is very frequently, they're up, what, multi-hundred and sometimes even multi-1,000%. Okay, so then that means that in almost any case that the outcome of one individual trade to me is completely meaningless. Because let's say I'm down 10, 20, 30% on a trade. It doesn't matter because every single other big winner is going to be running so much more, like a multiple of like 5, 6, 7 of what any of the losers are going to be. So it doesn't matter. That's why when we were talking this morning in the private stream, I was like, yeah, I'm fine with testing it out and seeing if it wants to get going there. But if it doesn't, I'll just cut it, you know? Cart looks pretty good there. Roblox, though, really, really awesome move there. So I think I was out of that on Thursday, I think. At like, I sold the rest of them at 500%, which was really good. But let's see. Ooh, you guys are crushing the like button today. Let's see. So, again, we have that 150 like goal on the stream, guys. If you guys are enjoying the stream and you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure you guys do. Costs you nothing to do it, but helps me out a whole lot spreading these streams out. Let's see. Market kind of looks like it wants to roll over a little here. Let's see. Yeah, where's Neo? We ripping? Yeah. Looks good. I mean, I like that you retested the 200. You are very, as long as you can hang out above the 200 EMA on Neo here, I'd be fine with it. You know? Where's DraftKings? Because that was kind of the only other one that I was really interested in going into the start of this week, which is getting close. It's getting close. I still would be interested in this. The other thing is, there's two main things that I want to outline to all of you guys that are just hanging out in these streams. When I outline these trades and we're talking about them, don't touch anything. Like, don't, because the whole reason why everybody's able to have so much success in the group that I have is because I put the main emphasis on like teaching you how to fish, like making sure that you understand the full reasoning behind why you're entering, how you're going to manage it when you're in it, and where and why to exit. This bug is pissing me off. I don't know how there's a bug in here. And the second thing is that in order to get that understanding, for those of you guys that are taking that right step forward to jump into the group, your first step is to watch the learning curriculum videos in there, the Swing Kings course. Watch that. It's going to click to you really quickly, and you guys are going to be all good to go. But you have to understand like how to like enter, manage the trades, things like that before you just start willy-nilly doing it, you know? Like, yeah, it's fun. I can hand you guys some freebies on here sometimes, but like, you gotta be careful though. Yeah, Neo looks great though. That's a big move, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big move on Neo over the last, what, week and a half? I like it. I like it. I'd love for it to get above 5. I mean, I'm green on Neo now, team. Remember though, I don't have a lot of it. I've got like 4,000 shares at 650 or 455. So, not the creep. I mean, again, I'm treating it almost like an option. It's like if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I'm perfectly fine with giving it a little bit of time to do what it's got to do. I want to see what one of the big accounts is at today. I feel like it's got to be good. I don't think there's anything getting whacked today. I'm gonna murder this bug. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, you guys are crushing the like button. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm fine with I don't need this. As soon as we started, remember what I was talking about before? I was like, if the market starts to give it back a little bit, I'm going to be watching to see how Apple moved. If Apple held in that like 214 area, I'd be fine with holding it. But the fact that it drilled and couldn't trade higher with the market moving to the upside, I'm just going to crush it. You guys will see. I'm very, very, very picky with what I do and what I want to see out of the market in order to entice me to continue holding. If I don't see what I want to see, I'm out. Which is it's how we are all able to have like very, very, very small losers when they do happen, and the winners are so big. It also increases the margin for error for new people because you hit one of the, even this week, the post earnings, we've got like 8 of them that could fire off for us, which could be very, very fun. Dollar weakening here, not the biggest fan of. I do want to see strength in the dollar. I do like what we're seeing out of bond yields, though. That I am a fan of. Ooh, Dave, there you go. CLF. Boom. Ooh, we are 8 likes away from being a third of the way there, guys, to the 150 like goal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's take a look. I mean, Neo's looking great there. Palantir, how's this look? Just grinding higher, nothing crazy. Sofi, again, doing kind of exactly what we expected it to after that kind of icky candle that we saw on Friday. So I'd leave this one alone. Yeah, I feel like you guys saw, like, people were getting mad at me on Twitter for saying that this is not the time to buy Sofi, and it just, I don't know. I think it's very difficult sometimes to like counteract the logic that I'm gonna use in when I come out and say things. Like, I don't want that to come across as like arrogant, but like if I'm outlining a stock for you guys that I like at 1360, the stock's now at 22. I'm not buying it at 22. I'll buy it where I said I'd buy it, like, you know, or like where I said it was a smart a place to buy. Like it's very similar to how I was talking about HIMS and all those videos. It's like between 30 and 31 off the 200 EMA, off that nice base, was a really good time to buy. At 60, it's not. You can say whatever you want, but like if I'm outlining things 50% lower, I mean, it's going to be very hard to tell me or to like entice me to want to buy higher, you know? Let everybody else do that. I'm not here to like hype it up or be a part of these like silly groups out there that are like, buy, 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 buy. No, we're here to make money. You know? That's what we're here for. We're here to make money. So, and you see a lot of that on Twitter, especially these big accounts with that just talk about like one stock. That's actually a really good like way to avoid somebody. Like if they have a big account or a decent sized account on like Twitter and they only talk about one stock, stay away from them. They're probably not going to be giving you the most accurate information. It will always be biased. I am very excited for post earnings though, guys. I can't wait for post earnings. Yep. Oh yeah, FLNC. Yeah, Dave, I saw that one. Yeah, dollar breaking back down. Oh yeah. Oh, was that the 50-day? Oh, was I just not looking at that? Yeah, I wanted the dollar to get back above 100 to confirm a lot of that capital rotating back into the U.S. You still kind of are seeing it, but it's not at the levels at which I would say you're going to have a significant bid just like repeatedly coming into the market. So we're not there yet. Dollar above 100 would start to get there, you know? I really like how this looks here on cart. It's a really good looking setup. To the moon. Yeah. I don't know. I just think a lot of people out there just don't necessarily know fully like what they're talking about or have the experience. I understand that I look young, but guys, you got to remember I'm 26. I've been doing this stuff since I was 14. So there's a lot of things that you pick up over a significant period of time. Like most people, is DraftKings getting? Yeah, it's getting there. I would be interested in that actually. That one I would be interested in. Ideally, I'd like it to do it today. You know? Yeah, DraftKings is getting close. That could be a very fun one. What I want to do is, you guys were making jokes at me this morning. I want to be able to make something free, hit a level, and then go into earnings with a free position. And you guys were like, yeah, but you just sell it anyway. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I got to practice. There's certain things that I can get. I just don't like to take additional risks. Like if I see a position that's up 500% going into earnings, it's like, just give me my money, you know? Because I mean, you guys see it all the time. It's like, we're going to find more setups. Yeah, AAA looks good. XRP. Let me look at the chart actually. In what sense? In what sense are you asking for what I think about XRP? Let's just talk about that first. Boss City. This is actually another example. So I outlined stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do for everybody. The XRP entry for everybody was down in here, right around 235. So now it's trading at 360. So from a technical perspective, you got another one. It's very similar how I called HIMS at 31, very similar to how I gave out SoFi at 1360. You guys are going to see this happen time and time and time again. Would I want to buy this one up here right now? No, absolutely not. Because think about it. It's a very, very similar scenario. If I'm outlining it down in that 230 area there, why would I then buy it at 360? Now, in general, like very general terms, when you think about XRP, if you think crypto in general is just going to continue to gain in value, let's just say, over time, and more capital is going to get allocated into the crypto space, then XRP is probably going to go with it. If the argument is then XRP is going to replace Swift and all of those things, I don't subscribe to that. I don't think it logically makes sense. I think the big banks that already have really strong relationships with big governments are going to use something like a central, like a CBDC, something like that, over something like XRP. But that doesn't mean that XRP cannot continue to go up because it's a top 10 crypto. But same thing as before. It's like, if I'm outlining it down at these lower levels, I obviously don't think it's then a smart decision to buy. Because here's the thing. It's like, this is where it gets interesting, where it's like, okay, if the entry point was here for a trade and I outlined profit target areas of 265, $3, and then all-time highs, that means that I'm telling all of the group that those are smart places to sell, like to trim the position. So then if you were to then come in here and ask, should I buy it? And if I were to say yes, think about how terrible that is. I'm telling the group to sell and I'm telling you to buy. That's not good. That'd be terrible. They wouldn't be right. Like, I'm going to tell you guys, like, if we look at a chart, I'm going to tell you guys the same stuff. You are breaking out here, though. True. See, like it wouldn't make any sense for me to be like, oh, yeah, buy it. It's like, no. Everybody was selling. Appreciate the info. All right, sweet. As long as you understand. And that's the thing. It's like, you guys want the, you guys want more of that? Like, everybody gets their first month 50% off to the group. It's literally $1 a day. Use code July, though, to make sure that you get that. I'll throw it in here for you guys. And then in September, prices are going to be going up for the group. But if you jump in before that price increase happens, you're going to get locked in at the lower rate. So for what we do in there and the countless times that you guys have seen me just outline the most disgusting trades in the market, I mean, that's why it's very highly reviewed and we have so much fun in there all the time, especially now that we're in earnings season. Oh, I can't wait. Earnings season's going to be good. And it goes on for a while too. Like, we'll have like a month and a half, maybe 2 months of just playing around with these earnings. Yeah, DraftKings is kind of the only other one here that I'm really interested in. I'd love to see this break because there's not much else. I mean, you will have to deal with 45. What is this actual level though? 45 to 88, 87, 45, 87. You will have to deal with that a little bit if you do get that clean break. How much to join the group? Right now, it's $30 for your first month with the 50% off code. But after that, it's $59. And then in September, for those of you guys that don't hop in before, it's going to go much higher. So, I mean, I give, you guys know, like, I'm not upselling you guys in there. What you see is what you get. I've given you guys a lot of discounts over the years, or over however long we've done this one for. 93% on VZ. You shouldn't have taken VZ, Garrett. VZ was not a trade. VZ did not qualify with the post-earning strategy. You should not have taken that one. It did not meet the criteria. It's good that you're making money, but it did not meet the criteria to trade. Tor, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh, guys, we are 3 likes away from being a third of the way there to the 150 like goal on the stream. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. All right. I'd like to see DraftKings get a break here. I'd like to see DraftKings get that break. Today would be a good day for it to do it. Market's a little like a sitting duck there. You're joining? Boss City, welcome, man. So again, first things first, when you do hop in, I'll be there and I'll send you, I'll direct you to the start here message. The first thing that you got to do, if you've never traded options before, if you don't know what options are, go through the option section of the Day Trading Mastery course. But if you understand like options, how they move, what they are, then just go right into the Swing Kings course. That's going to get you right up to speed with everything that we're doing. Could have made it free. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, we didn't even run to a target anyway, so it's just like managing the position. That's it. That's why I cut it. What, right as it lost 214 again, I was like, no thanks. Looking at 45 of DraftKings? No. 44.80. But it's like, you got to understand, the main thing is this is not like, I'll tell you guys this now, this is not like, ooh, follow me. No. Anybody that's out there telling you to follow what they're doing in the market, run away. They do not have your best interest. All they're trying to do is just get you strung along so that you just keep paying them every month. I don't care. I want you guys, the reason why everybody's able to have so much success with me is because the main focus is teaching you how to see the market the way I see it. That's the point. And being able to execute. Understanding how to execute the trades is way more important. And it's fun because on the few days that I'm like not around to stream, it's always fun coming back in and then seeing you guys being able to do it yourselves, which is just unbelievable. Oh, what's Lulu look like? Nothing. Where's Neo? Still looks good up there. Yeah, so after Apple, I am all cash. All cash. Or Apple, yeah, not Neo. I don't know if I said Neo or not. Let's see. Yeah, what do we have for earnings tonight? Is there anything? NXPI maybe. Before open tomorrow, you do have Lockheed, Coca-Cola, and Philip Morris. and GM and Raytheon. We might be able to catch one for then. After close Tuesday, you really only have Texas Instruments, which we've nailed before on post earnings. Thursday is really when it heats up, though, with the after hours. This bug is literally, I hate this bug. I think I got it, though. There should not be any bugs in this part. Like the windows aren't open. Sorry. But Wednesday after close, we have Tesla, Google, ServiceNow, IBM, Chipotle, QuantumScape. Like there's some good ones in there. The run on open? Yeah. Yeah, I know it's run significantly. I don't know where it is now. All right, guys. What would we look for on this? I don't know what's been going on with this one, but this thing has been on a massive tear. I'd be looking for a parabolic short setup on this now. At this point, depending on where you're in it, I mean, this is a good time. This is a good time to make it free. And then wait for me to come in, and then if I'm gonna do it, just short the absolute nuts out of it once it, like, it would tomorrow actually would be probably a good day for this, to watch this and see if it gaps. I'll show you guys an example of the parabolic short setup. It's gonna look like magic, but it's not. Right here, MicroStrategy. Let's see. Where? Dude, there's just like one of them, and it's really annoying. It's just in here, too. This isn't... Oh, this is strange. We're going to have to figure that out. All right. Yeah, welcome, Neo Gang, hopping into the Discord there with us. Yeah, again, you guys are going to see, one, it's like, nah, I can't tell you guys what to do in the market. I can show you how to do it. Which, again, is going to, once you guys see, like, how simple it really is, you then have a skill set that just nobody can take away from you. Which, if I just said, and here's the problem, if I just said, come in and just, like, I'm just going to tell you exactly what to do, you are then incentivized to not actually learn anything, which is bad. We don't want that. DraftKings is getting close. It's about 40 cents away here. So if that hits, I'd probably do something on it. If it doesn't, whatever. We'll just leave it be, you know? You know? Is there anything going on the news feed here? I don't think so, but I am very excited to start getting into earnings. Very excited. Market's gonna be moving like crazy. Where's Nia? Yeah, I mean, looks good. Where's AMD? How are we looking on these? Yeah, I give these a little time for the moving averages to catch up. We could be easily setting something up in the semis. Where's Sox? Looks good. What do the softwares look like? Yeah, where's like Crowd? I think Avigo is moving. Ooh, that's a nasty candle on Crowd. Where's Avigo? Yeah, kind of the same deal. This is just slowly grinding up here. There's not much to do on this one right now. And Reddit talk is what caused the boom? Oh, was it? Oh. We're not going anywhere near. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I will short that then, probably. I will probably try and short that then. Is that actually the only reason why it's ripping? Let me look. I mean, I've seen the chatter on it just moving, but like usually when stuff happens like that, guys, I don't care. Like, yeah. Oh, this is great. Boomers in the Fed don't want you to own a home, so let's say F them and open the door ourselves. Time to make... Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is really good. What happened to Open Door stock? Is Open the new GameStop? Here's how a forgotten real estate stock just trapped Wall Street in a 400% short squeeze nightmare. Oh, guys. Oh, somebody's about to learn what a parabolic short is. I'm going to be watching that one like a hawk. Run it up. Run it up as high as you want. Go to 10. Go to 15. Go to 20. Do whatever you got to do. This could be a really fun one. Ooh, boy. Here we go. Dude, it took me 2 seconds at looking on Twitter on this. But, like, just so you guys know, if you buy it here, Lord help you. These are not stocks that you buy. It's up 75% today, and it's probably up, what, 400% in the last month? Oh, I'm going to have fun on Twitter on this. I do everything from my phone. I just like it. That's going to be fun. All right, we're 2 likes away from at 50. That's a third of the way there to the 150 like goal. Let's see if we can get there today. Oh, people are going to learn such a hard lesson with this one. How do you know when it's peak to hop in for a parabolic short? Sometimes it takes a couple of times to do it. But if we went back to the MicroStrategy one, it's a big gap up, and then it's almost the inverse of the post-earning strategy. Does that make sense? But instead of playing the gap to the upside, you're playing the gap to the downside. Or, sorry, the range to the upside. You're playing the break of the range to the downside, and your stop goes at the top. On this, though, it'll be a little funky. Like, I don't know if I'm actually going to trade it, but, like, you'd almost just have to go out and directly short this one because the option chain is going to be horrific. MicroStrategy, it was optionable. That was a really, really nasty one up in here. So, again, this one, it's very simple. It's just like this thing's moving parabolic. You get that really big gap up here. It invalidates. This is right where the bottom side of the 5-minute opening range was. Your stop goes at the high, and the thing drops, what? A bajillion%? From 521 all the way down to 338. Trying to learn the app. I like Webull. I like Webull a lot. It's gonna run hard then knife. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is all I'm saying is this is like all right, imagine somebody has like meat on the grill. You can pretty much tell what it's gonna be, you know? It's not a great way to look at it. Or like you're baking a cake. Like you can kind of figure out that there's a cake being made, you know? Like this one's probably gonna burn up in flames. And then people are gonna freak out. The thing with short interest that people don't think about for some reason is that like if a stock is trading at $1 and then it goes to $4 and there were shorts that were covering and covered it up to $4, well, there's going to be more shorts that will come in at those upper areas and just most of the time just replace the short interest that was already there. So people are like, why isn't short interest going down? Because it's up. Because it makes sense to add to a short position. This one, though, I don't know. I mean, this is all this would be. Nothing fundamental on this one. You just see retail hype nonsense on social media. This is just setting up, and it has the potential for a parabolic short setup. That's it. That's all it is. It's a weird move in the dollar today. What's USD JPY doing? Is the yen doing something? Yeah, a little bit. The yen is strengthening. All right. We'll see. Nothing crazy yet out of Japan. Interesting kind of setup here out of the market here, though. I mean, if this was a stock on the daily, what would we be looking at? Break to the upside. Could go either way, though. It's just kind of a sitting duck at these highs. Market right now could kind of go either direction. I'm trying to look for something, but there's not much. I mean, we could look at crypto real quick, see how Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, but it's overall just a slow start to the week. I mean, Bitcoin's up a little bit there. I think Ethereum is up a decent amount. Yeah, Ethereum's just been going vertical here. You can't do it on crypto, though, because it's 24/7. The parabolic short. You need gaps. You need gaps to be able to trade off of. How's MicroStrategy actually looking today? Yeah, this one was actually, like, I was interested in hunting something on this at the highs, but, like, remember how we were talking about this one on Friday? I was like, I mean, if this thing can't hold here. Well, I did say I wanted it to come down and consolidate at the 10. I just didn't want it to do this and then consolidate at the 10. Because that's not going to be something that we want to look for, you know? Like, there will probably be a better crypto setup out there than MicroStrategy if we're going to get a next leg up. I mean, where are we on Bitcoin right now? Oh, hold on. Like, that's just another great example of, like, me calling stuff that's about to explode before it does. Like, I made this video. It was funny because it was, once I posted that, within, like, 30 minutes of the Instagram reel, TikTok, I think I didn't tweet it, but I put it on YouTube as well. We got that break to the upside. I mean, if you go back and watch that video, it's just you break 110.650, you're going to 120. And then what'd you see? 123. Boom. It's not that difficult to spot. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You guys will wonder why you ever try to do anything else any other different way in the market. You're like, is that simple? Yes. Why? Just do this. Just make it simple. It might be a tomorrow. If the market breaks out again, I mean, maybe we get it on DraftKings today, but we'll see. Your ETH is up 250%. Great work. Great work, man. Yeah, that's another good one. I mean, last week it was really just the, 500 something percenter on Roblox. That was great. Yeah, so today's not the day to short open. You don't short this. You wait for the parabolic short setup on another big gap and invalidating below that 5-minute opening range, which I don't think it did today. But this could be an example of, like, how big was this gap? Was it big enough? Yeah, it was. So this would probably be an example of, like, when it might take a couple of different tries to do it, because this is the 5-minute. It did break down below, and you would have gotten stopped. So sometimes they take a few tries to get them. But when they do, like, the risk to reward on them is pretty disgusting. Like, I think those MicroStrategy puts on the last big one were, like, multi-1,000%. But again, the parabolic short setup is not something we look at all the time. It maybe will fire off big on something once or twice a year. Last year was MicroStrategy. So it's not like a core of what we do. But yeah, make sure you guys are taking advantage of that deal. I'll throw the link in the live chat here for you guys again. Use code July. It's $1 a day for you guys to hop in for your first month. That's that 50% off deal for you guys. And then prices are going to be going up in September. So what? You got about a month left to hop in before and lock in that low rate. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any more new positions today. We tried Apple, cut it at break even. That's fine. Where is it now? Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that anymore. Is that not what we did with Palantir? No. No, this never had a parabolic move. I mean, not like with gaps. Again, this is just like ripping up. That's earnings. You got a lot of other craziness in here, but like this chart, the move up looks a lot different than this. See? This is parabolic. Buying stock before earnings. Here he goes again. See how different these look? Like you have this big grind up, but you don't have parabolic anywhere. That's bloop. So you're catching the shark fin is effectively what you're doing. So we catch those sometimes. Like, wasn't it APLD that you guys hit from down in here? From like 5 all the way up to 15. I mean, that's a good one too. But then people were asking me about this one up here, and I was like, no, you're late. Don't be buying that up there. Unless you want to become a long-term investor. But it's moving back up. It's kind of hooking here. I kind of like that. It's interesting. You got earnings coming up though, so that's going to be a wonky one. Ooh, market's starting to push a little. Come on, DraftKings. Come on. Come on. Hit it for us. Hit it for us. Hit our level. I'd love to see that happen. Hit a nice little level for us and then get going. Thoughts on IWM? In what sense? Do you want me to look at the chart? Tell you what the chart looks like. Chart looks fine. You got a lot of volatility on it, but the chart looks fine. Slow grind up. The market continues higher. You probably will, especially if yields start to move down a decent amount there. You could probably get some interesting action on IWM. I wouldn't trade this. I will say never. I will never trade like the big market tracking ETFs. They don't make sense unless I'm hedging. Going up to 226. I mean, that's like, I don't know, man. I think you're asking me for a short-term trade on IWM, and I would just say, I don't know why we're doing that, you know? There's not really a good spot here. Like, where's the entry? Where's the risk? Like, you know? It's like a lot of the thing. Oh, your APLD average was for you front ran it. Yeah, that was a good one. Like TZ, it's like when we look at things like this in the market and you're asking like what should I do with it, most of the time my answer is going to be don't do anything. Like there's way better opportunities out there in the market than us speculating on if IWM is going to go to 226 or not. You know? Like what? Like if I'm going to look for other setups that are going to be running multi-hundred and multi-thousand% with like a very repeatable process and approach to the market, it's like, well then why would I look at this, you know? And this is what I talk about when I tell you guys, like once you understand and you go through that learning curriculum, like what we're doing, you really will wonder why you ever tried to do things like this, because all you have to do is focus on what works. Like me speculating right now on if IWM is going to go to 226 is almost a meaningless exercise because it's just me guessing. There's too many variables. It's like, all right, well, we have earnings season coming up. You're going to have a lot of IWM reporting. You're going to have all sorts of craziness going on. It's like, maybe it does. Even when I go into those trades that like like every single one that I outlined for everybody has the ability to run multi-hundred and multi-thousand%. It's not up to me whether I take the trades. It is up to me which sectors I look for and like which ones we like a little bit better. But when the ones that we already have identified as like, if this breaks, I'm going to go for it, it hits the level I enter. It's very, very, very simple. As long as the overall market is giving us like that yellowish or green light in general in the market, I'm fine with taking the risk. Because like we just saw with Apple today, like our entry on this thing was basically right around here. We ran up all the way up here. It couldn't follow through. The market was still ripping and Apple couldn't follow through. Fine, I'll cut it at break even. Even if it was down 10, 20, 30%, all right, well, all the other trades are going to run multi-hundred and multi-thousand%, so what do I care? The outcome of one individual trade is meaningless to me, you know? So I hope a lot of this is making sense to you guys. Like, contrary to popular belief, like there are right and wrong ways to operate in the market. Speculating on if this is going to go to 226, I just think is a waste of a waste of time. Because it's just me guessing. You know? So does that make sense to everybody? Like what that actual difference is in terms of the approach to the market? Because it's a really big difference, and that difference makes like it's all the difference in the world. Like it's the most important distinction that you can make in the market. Versus like speculating versus just having a repeatable system and approach to the market. DraftKings is getting close. Romeo, I know it makes sense to you. I think Romeo's got some of the highest percentage returns in the group on like individual trades. It's disgusting watching some of these sometimes. Because I'll be in something and it'll rip. And then I'll be like, oh, Romeo's probably got short dated. Oh, look, I'm up 2,000%. The Papa John's one, that was probably the one that made me the most like annoyed because I had the last July's, right? Or was it this year? Oh, no, it was this year. When I had the Julys and then you guys had the shorter dated and then the buyout stuff came out. And then I was up, I don't know, 100 to 300%, and you guys were up 5,000%. And I just got screwed on the expiration because the date of the deal closing was going to be before. So why buy an option that's all the way out there, you know? Still made money on it, but it should have been a lot more. It's all right. Bitcoin just lost some steam a little there. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. That's why I do these streams, so I can try and get that across to more people, because it's like everybody has the ability to have success in the market. You just have to think a little bit differently, just a little bit. Bloop bloop. What else can we look at here? I mean, that was nasty. It had some potential. Apple had some potential there, man. It just couldn't follow through. Which is fine. I know a lot of you guys made that free. So that was a 100%er within like the first 25, 30 minutes of us being in it for a lot of you guys. I think mine peaked at 40, which is good, but it's fine. I'm not looking for 40%, guys. Like, that's not what we're here doing. Oh, we are 40 likes away from 100, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can hit it. Those of you guys that haven't hit the like button yet, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys do. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot spreading these streams out. And again, it makes it easier for you guys to come back to these streams too. But yeah, make sure you have notifications on too. I should be able to get a YouTube video out for you guys today as well. It's pretty slow in terms of the broad market, so we'll see. But I think we'll be able to get one out for you guys. That was fun. Yeah, the Papa John's one, I bet that was fun. I'm sitting there, I see the news, and I'm like, oh my God, I must be up a absolutely metric boatload of money. And then I look at it, the date, and I was like, oh no. What doesn't make sense is sitting on the sidelines of this live stream and now joining the Discord. Real solid. Thanks, Roby. I appreciate that. Can we add the Parabolic shorts to the watch list? No, because I don't want you guys hunting them. You don't want to be hunting them, because you're gonna look for things where they just really aren't there. And also, you're not gonna want to buy options on open anyway. Open, if it does it, is just gonna be a learning example. You guys, I don't want anybody going out and shorting things. You know, like if it's optionable, which it is, but you're not gonna want to. You're not gonna want to have options on open door. They're not gonna move. So we're not gonna, like, micros, it'll just be a learning, like, if it does it, I'll show you guys how they work, but they don't happen very often. Market pushing here. It would just add noise. It's like they don't happen very often, but when they do, we'll talk about them. Like, open could continue going for like another 2 weeks if it wants to. It probably won't, but like it could easily do that. Al, I'd probably be going for August. I wouldn't go September. That's too much time when earnings are coming up. But again, all of that is discussed in the course curriculum videos and the reasoning why and where you buy your strikes and how you manage them and things like that. But if you're in the group, Al, already, I would go. There's literally sections in it where I say, where is it? Let me see. Entering with shares, entering with options. That's going to tell you where you want to be. Exits with shares, exits with options. It's all in there for you. I was trying to catch up. Yeah, it's not like, remember, they're just kind of fun to look at. And like, it really will just be for us to go have fun on social media and be like, hey guys, look. You know, like I'm still going to be mainly focused on post earnings and then the normal bread and butter setups. You know? Yeah, it definitely won't take you very long to go through the course videos either. The Swing Kings course is a little bit shorter. It's just so, like, it's like garlic cake thing. It's like when you see it, there's very, very specific setup that you're looking for, and then that's all we're looking at. Then when you look at the watch list too, like all of them look the same. And then everybody in there is looking for them too. So like I'll find most of what's about to fire off, but like that's the other part about the group that's good for me too, because if I don't see something, you guys will, which is nice. All right, DraftKings, come on, you gonna do something here? Are we gonna go up? Some friendly Twitter hazing. I'm gonna start doing it today, Matt. I'm gonna start rage. It's so much more fun on Twitter to do it that way. Oh, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter yet, I feel like some of you guys here think that you're following me on Twitter, but you're not. That old Twitter account hasn't been around in a while. There's the Twitter account right there for those of you guys that want to follow me there. I think Instagram is also Short the Vix 2, but it might be Short the Vix 1. Yeah, Instagram is Short the Vix 1. I think TikTok is too. And then also another kind of disclaimer, just for those of you guys that are hopping into the group, don't message me on Discord. I won't ever respond because there's too many scam accounts and you can't tell the difference. So I just say, it's never me. I'm not going to answer. So if somebody's messaging you and it looks like me, it's not me. So if you need to just ask me a question in the chat or DM me on Twitter, DM me on Instagram. Twitter's the easiest way to do it though. I'll see that the fastest. Here comes the market. You guys talking about open now? I'm gonna have some fun on Twitter. J&J trying for post-earnings consolidation. Is it now? Yeah. Some of these... Wait, did we... Wait, why didn't we look at this? What was the gap here? Just didn't gap enough. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, this could be a fun one to look for. Yeah, I don't know if DraftKings does it today. Might be tomorrow. Apple was off to a very, very hot start, but like daily candles like that are not great. It had some interesting news on it this morning, like some Morgan Stanley reports. I think it was Morgan Stanley. It was either Morgan Stanley or JP Morgan. And then just couldn't follow through, and that's fine. I'll cut that at break even all day long. I'm not just going to sit here in it, especially with the market moving up the way that it is. I'll just burn it, wait for the next one. Let's see. Not a whole lot going on today. Very slow. But as we get into the end of the week, I hope you guys are ready for earnings. Oh, yeah. And then, all right, yeah. So for those of you guys that are jumping in today, too, the last video in the Swing Kings course is the post-earnings strategy. So I'll probably send that, like repost a link in the announcements at some point today, because I want to make sure you guys all should understand that one. When we get into earnings this week and we catch a few, you're going to want to be playing around with those. Those are fun. A lot of GME people waiting to relive their glory days. They've done it on so many stocks. Like, it doesn't matter. Like Mullen, they've done it on so many stocks. Like, they're just going to continue. They did it on Oscar. I think they did it on that one too. There's been a lot of them that it just ends the same way every single time. It actually is almost guaranteed. Here's the thing. Any one of these stocks is actually, I would say, guaranteed to end the exact same way at some point. It will come back down. It's just a matter of when. You know? Like, yeah, they might run up for a while. But it's going to come back down. The parabolic short, that would be a good learning lesson for a lot of you guys to see one play out, because the MicroStrategy one was cool. That one was nasty. RKT creeping up to the 15 again, leaps over 54%. Nice work. Nice work on that one. You know what I was kind of interested in? I think this one was looking, yeah, Rivian looks interesting here. So again, it's going to need a couple of days and it's going to need a little bit of time, but we could get something fun on Rivian. Where did Lucid end up going? Yeah, that's why you sell gap ups. This was nasty from last week. So this is just another great example of, like, I think you guys were getting it at 235. Those of you guys that were able to get in this one. This was disgusting. Daily Taylor, I know, was up, 880 something percent on this one. So that was another epic one from last week. It's simple, guys. Stocks that are about to make massive moves, most of the time, look the exact same before they do. Yep. Yeah, Devin, I know. Boeing looks epic. I gotta see, how does it look now? But I looked at this weekend and I was like, oh yeah, Boeing. Yeah, that chart looks epic. Again, earnings next week. Can't do anything. Didn't see that one coming. You talking about Boeing? Or are you talking about Lucid? Because Lucid was dirty last week. But like I say, like sometimes scams pump the hardest, which is why even when they do set up like that, it's like I will look at them. I'll do unwillingly, like I don't really want to be screwing around with them, but I mean you can catch them sometimes. Oh, Lucid? Yeah, that was nuts. Just all of a sudden, pre-market, it just starts ramping. And I was like, ooh, there it goes. Ooh, you guys kind of slacked on the like button today. I thought we were going to get up to at least 100. Gold rises on weak dollar and rate cut hopes. Are we moving around on the watch tool? We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be moving really at all. Yeah, no, one day. Yeah, no. We're not moving at all on the watch tool. Yeah, that's a silly headline there. I was going to say, that's a bit weird that rate cut hopes, there's been nothing new that's really came out that's going to push anything in either direction. Where is gold? Didn't we talk about gold last week? I think we did. Somebody was asking me about gold last week. I think it was like Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there. It's a nasty daily flag. Gold could get rippy. Especially if like, if you see more nonsense with like the Fed and Trump, and then like next year you start to see like a really dovish Fed chair coming in, which again, it doesn't really mean that much because it's still a committee that votes. But if you see that, you could see gold at some crazy numbers. Nah, I don't know if DraftKings is going to get all the way up there today yet. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. XRP pumping? Yeah. Yeah, it's moving. Again, like we were talking about before, so this has been a question that's come up a lot recently. Again, I gave this one to you guys at 235, like 2 weeks ago. The question was like, are we getting into alt season? And I was like, well, it's very possible that you see some rotation. Like if Bitcoin's going to flatline and sell off a little after the move up, you might see some capital rotate into some of these other ones like XRP and some of the other smaller ones. But at this point, like if you were in this one, I think what we were talking about is like, just throw a stop at like $3 and just relax. Like you don't have to do anything with it now. Would I buy it up here? No. But the reason for that is that I outlined it for everybody in the 230s. So if I like it at 230, I like it a lot less at 360, right? But yeah, that thing's been moving nicely. Those are clean too. Those crypto setups are clean. When they break, oh, you can catch them dirty ones. I think Tor had like a 1-40 on like Shiba Inu one time, or Doge or something crazy. I think that was Tor if he's still in here. There's just been so many epic ones. Like I'm just gonna keep showing you guys. Like there's been a lot of them recently too. Yeah, DraftKings slow. There's not really much going on there today. It's very slow today. Like there's nothing. I think the market's just going to be waiting for earnings season. That's it. Cardano is going to outperform soon. I think this was another one we looked at. Yeah, a little bit of more of a wonky setup, but like, again, like I talk about with a lot of these different cryptos, it's like if Bitcoin's gonna move, so are these. This one was nasty. Last year, this one was disgusting. This was dirty. But yeah, it's moving up nicely. But it's like if crypto is going to go up in general, so are a lot of these because the money gets spread out. And then it rotates and then it goes back in. It does all sorts of things. So, but all right, guys, it is 11:45. We are going to be wrapping up this stream for today. Remember, I'm going to be back live with you guys every day this week at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And on Friday, we're going to be live at 9:15 with everybody on Public Live Day. But I'm going to send, there's the link right there for you guys to hop into the group. Again, make sure you guys use code July, hop in for $1 a day. Make sure you guys are hopping in before September if you guys are interested, just because prices are going to be going up. So if you want to lock in the lower rate, make sure you guys do that before then. But pretty slow day. Tried Apple, cut it at break even after it moved all around. DraftKings I still like, but the main focus is going to be on earnings season. You think earnings will be positive or negative? In general, I think they'll be pretty good. But we'll see. Again, I don't really care what happens on actual like earnings. I do for the post-earning strategy, but I'm not going to be gambling on the earnings like an amateur, you know? Like, it just doesn't make sense to do it. There is I do have that little strategy for you guys that if you really want to gamble on it, this is how you do it. But we don't, I haven't traded those in forever. The premiums these days, like right around COVID, it was kind of like the last time that you really saw like premiums not be crazy for earnings. Now they're ridiculous. Like I remember the times when Apple would price in like 1.8% and you get like a 2-3% move on earnings and your contracts are up 500%. Like those were the fun days. Like you could catch, like there were a lot more like 5,000, like on those actual moves. And that's one of the reasons why we will only trade the post earnings now, because a lot of these option chains across the board are bloated. Thanks, Citadel. But I mean, we still have the post earnings. So, folks, make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel. If you don't, I might be able to get a YouTube video out for you guys today. If it does, it'll be out around market close, right at 4. I'm gonna try to do that. So, but yeah, welcome to all of you guys that are hopping into the group. Make sure that you guys are going through the course curriculum videos first. If you have any questions, just let me know. That's what I'm here for. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys later. Peace.